Um, Ever since I had decided that I was going to do this, I started having an anxiety attack.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but I pretended it was not there.
Yep.
But I kind of just kept pushing it away, saying, no, things come to me without me seeking it. So there is a reason for it, and I'm a firm believer of that.
Yeah.
That's one side of me, but the other side of me is, you've done this, you've done so many things. Have you even completed it? And all these voices in my head keeps coming up. And probably that's one of those reasons that I shifted from the Monday's class, giving that as an excuse to move it to Thursday and say, okay, let's see what happens on Thursday, you know?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. When we set an intention, then if there's anything in us that is uncomfortable with that, it'll come to the surface. So I'm just going to take you through right now. So what is your intention? Is your intention to take the class, to be a practitioner? What is your intention? What is your desire?
When I first thought, now, why am I doing this? I said, okay, this is something that probably if it can help me. And my why has been to help people. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing Young Living? Why am I, when I looked for a calling, that was the thing. Why? My why is to help people. But I've come to terms that to help people, I need to help myself first.
Of course.
And that's where I am. I feel I'm not progressing in my business aspect of Young Living. I keep getting stuck every month, to hit that particular. I go through towards the end of the month. I always go through this anxiety attack. Am I going to make it? Am I, And I don't want to feel that way, because I just feel that it wastes so much of my energy on that, and I don't need to do that. So when you were talking about the 3 oils just now, I was using it just to see what comes up.
Yep.
And that's when, after a while, I realized that I was actually shutting off already. Okay, you're not going to be able to do this, but I'm forcing myself to listen to what was happening. And then you said, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this for your next week's class. You got to take your affirmation, you got to, and that's when I realized that I had actually switched off.
You shut down.
And shut down. And I realized that I was, when you said, how many of you are feeling this way, I quickly raised my hands, because I said, if I don't acknowledge this, this is a waste of a class. I have to acknowledge, I have to get my first lesson on the go, so that the next 7 lessons are going to be a little bit more easier. Exactly. So that's why I quickly put it. But I realized that the gut feeling in my stomach was really bad, and I became breathless, and I've never experienced this before. And the next thing I knew, that I was having a bit of a diarrhea. And those were really, really very weird reactions that I was having. Though I loved what lavender and frankincense and stress away generally does, but it brought out all these emotions, and I said, no, if I don't acknowledge this quickly, today's lesson is as good as a wasted lesson.
Yep, so you did the right thing, acknowledging what was happening and seeking support. So that's perfect. So okay, so when you have the intention to take this course, we'll just call that your intention, to complete the course, to successfully, learn it, be certified. What's the negative voice saying? What's the first
negative voice that came out for me was, I didn't complete my my studies. Okay, I did very well throughout my course of my degree, and I was supposedly, between me and my older sister, I was supposedly the one to succeed. My sister had always had difficulty in studying. For me, was if I set my mind, it's so easy. And I did really well my first year, my second year, my third year. My third year, first term was fantastic, second term was fantastic. My final year, my final paper, I flunked 1 paper just out of 2 marks. And for whatever reason, this person who actually made me go and do the studies told my parents my parents so badly wanted me to go and sit for the paper and finish it off to get that stupid degree, which would have been of no purpose to me today. But for some reason, he told my parents, he's my spiritual guru, and he told my parents, you know something, it's okay. She doesn't have to do it. He said that. And at that point, I was very happy that he said I didn't have to do it, because studies was something that I didn't enjoy studying. At that point of time,
Okay, so hold on a minute. So what I want you to do, though, take a breath. Okay, I want you to find a snapshot of the time that is the most intense from that time. What is the snapshot you get? Is it when he told your parents something? Is it when, you know, what's the image that really captures all
I think the snapshot was that when I came back and I started looking for a job, I realized that I couldn't use my degree as my highest qualification. I had to do something, because I didn't have a cert. I didn't have anything. And that's when I realized, oh my, I wasted 3 years. And who am I now?
Okay, so pause right there. So that's your snapshot. That's your snapshot. What do you feel in your body when you picture that image?
I'm good for nothing.
Okay, so what's the feeling? One word.
Stupid.
Stupid. Okay. So when you say that, I'm stupid, and you feel stupid, where do you feel it in your body?
In my gut.
Okay. Okay, so now I want you to get your oils out. Put your 3 oils on. I want you just to breathe it into that snapshot, that time, that feeling of being stupid, that feeling in your gut, and just allow whatever feelings are there to surface, whether there's tears or shaking or whatever it is that happens. Just ride the wave. No wave lasts forever. And just feel right down into the center of that feeling. Just like you're sliding down a funnel or a vortex into the most intense part of that feeling. And as you feel down into it, something will happen to that feeling. It may move, it may shift. Notice what happens to that snapshot as well. The image could change, it could fade, it could blur. And then notice what happens in your mind, and wait for a kind of a new mindset to emerge. And what comes up?
Hearing my guru's voice saying that you're bigger than that. You don't need a paper to say who you are. I keep hearing his voice.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. So focus on that. So you kind of got that message. You're bigger than that. And so I want you to kind of ride that message up and develop that into an affirmation, and it could just be those words. I'm bigger than that. I'm bigger than a piece of paper. And who are you if you're bigger than that? I'm expansive. I'm infinite. I'm whatever words. What are some words that capture who you are?
Smart.
I'm smart. Yeah.
I've always felt the stupid one in my house.
Okay.
Though I've never defined the term as stupid, I've always felt the inferior one. So today I feel I don't need that.
Okay, I'm smart. I'm smart enough to learn. I'm smart enough to complete this course.
Smart enough to complete this course.
Okay, I like it.
I'm smart enough to complete this course, and I'm smart enough to do anything I set my mind to do. I don't need a paper to validate who I am.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, do you have some either lemon or transformation? Okay, smell that. And I want you to get up into a power pose. This will either be arms up like so. I'm smart enough to complete this course.
I'm smart enough to complete this course.
I'm smart enough to do whatever I want.
I'm smart enough to do whatever I want.
And smell it again. Say it again. I'm smart enough to complete this course and do whatever I want.
I'm smart enough to complete this course and do whatever I want.
And one more time.
I'm smart enough to complete this course and do whatever I want.
Okay, good. And how does that feel?
I feel more confident. Confidence is another thing that I was always lacking, but that's the word that kept coming up. You're confident. You can do it. You can do it.
Perfect.
And I can do it.
Yep. Absolutely. So how possible does it feel from 0 to 10 now that you can complete this course?
I feel about a 7 or 8 actually.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think we got it. I think that was the main stumbling block. And
yeah.
As we go along, you may get triggered with other things, but you should be able to now. Maybe you can even watch the replay and with your mind on, and you can actually absorb the information. So great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doctor.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I feel so silly, but I'm like a Jekyll and a Hyde. The side that puts me down, the other side usually pushes me up. Back.
There you go. Yep. Okay. Well, you can use this experience to help others with now, because you will be able to say, yep, I remember when I was starting this course and I was all nervous about it, and you know what? I went through this process and I felt better, and now I move forward, and the other people can benefit from that experience. So
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, have a great night, and I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.